Welcome back to the St. John Armory, fellow modelers. We haven't heard that one in a while. Unbeknownst to myself, the time I decided to start this kit, there is a group build going on right now, hosted by RKD Scaleworks and Mark from Montana. It's the Aurora group build 2026, and this is an ex-Aurora kit, now produced by Atlantis. Construction is fairly straightforward, not very difficult. I'd say a beginner could probably handle this, but kind of too early to tell. We'll see how it all goes together. The instructions, let's get to those. The instructions look kind of crazy and confusing, but if you got this kit on your bench, just focus on one section at a time and you'll have all the sub-assemblies done before you know it. This looks very confusing, but it's not as bad as it appears. Got a little bit of history of the armor here, kind of interesting. With that, let's get into the kit. Here's the legs. Well, it fits pretty good, considering this kit was first produced in 1958. I wasn't expecting perfection, but it's definitely better than I thought it would be. Here's the helmet. That's in two halves. And here's the guy's melon. Now this is going to be a little bit problematic because his head does not fit in here like that. So I'm going to have to paint these halves separately and put them together without messing up the paint job. It's going to have to fit around his head. We'll see. Here's the arms. And nothing spectacular so far. This ain't going to be the most interesting video, but I'm just showing you what you're working with here. Here's the breastplate and whatever this is called. I got a friend of mine who's an expert in this kind of stuff. I'd love to have his input. You might have heard of him on YouTube, referred to as Ditch Guy. Here's the base. I have an idea how I'm going to paint this. This blue plastic might create a problem. And then this is the part of the lower half. I don't know what this is called. It looks like leather and some kind of cloth in between. There's the gauntlets, his hands. There's some gaps here and there. Did the best I could with them. See how it turns out once it's painted. Pauldrons for the shoulder. Now these don't make a lot of contact with where they're supposed to fit. So I'm not sure how I'm going to wind up attaching them. I don't like to use super glue in situations like this. Let's see. Here's his broadsword. I like swords. Guys may have seen a few of my other videos. And here is the halberd. Wasn't sure what this was called. Poleaxe, halberd, but it's a they call it a halberd instructions, so that's what we'll refer to it as. Just a bunch of small pieces. Nothing very interesting separately, but let's check out the box art. This is pretty cool. Oh, damn it. And they got a painted picture on the back of this guy. Pretty cool. The patterns in the armor are very ornate. It's going to take a while to paint this, but I want to milk all that detail for everything I can get out of it. And a nice touch with these kits is the feather they give you that goes on the back of the helmet. Looks good. That's about it for this. Not a very interesting video so far, but just showing you what the parts look like. With that, I'm out of here. You guys have a good one, and I'll be back as soon as possible with an update. Looking forward to painting this thing. Have a good one.